I'm not sure if you noticed, it's kind of tough to see through the back right now or through the side windows. There's a lot of competition. I did have to travel to another location just so I'm not loitering. I wasn't asked to. I, of course, do so on my own before I'm asked. That helps me to avoid problems. Well, then I had issues with starting my car. This is everywhere I go, though. I see people love to abuse the homeless because it's a free ride, right? You can just bully them and bully them and bully them, and it's their fault for not leaving. Isn't that always your solution? Just leave. God damn. That is cowardly. Never allow a man an honest chance. You just bully him, and when he stands up for himself, you bully him some more. Tell him what a horrible person he is. You tell everybody else he's a horrible person. How dare you record me? Well, how dare you fucking lie? How dare you deceive? How dare you abuse? And then whine like a mule because I speak up? As a male, I kind of get tired of people telling me they hope I get raped. They hope somebody murders me. They want to cut my throat and cut off my balls. Shit, I didn't do nothing to none of these dumb fuckers. Now they want to play victim because they've been recorded doing fucked up shit. And I get this literally everywhere I go. Violence against me. Violence against my property. Because I was unable to keep my phone charged. I was unable to record it. I decided I was going to let my phone charge a few extra minutes without it being on. That way, lo and behold, it would have some charge on it. And that's what I was doing. I didn't, of course, expect for people to drive by and be fucking douchebags. Or, sorry, walk by. Cowardly people. You want to accuse me of doing something, you do that. You want to call me all sorts of names, tell me I don't belong here, shit, bitch. Don't nobody belong here. There's too much fucking hate. Reason ain't no good people is because they're all fucking scared of you goddamn pieces of shit. You're full of hate, and you'll hurt them. You'll threaten, harass, or intimidate them. I've heard lots of people tell me how tough they are. In the end, 5 guys spouting KKK rhetoric and bullshit is enough to scare just about anybody in this country. People playing on reputation. If I'm able to, I'll record the situation if I'm able to get it started before I get punched in the head. If I know who they are or I can give a good description, then I'll do so. If not, I usually just get on here and fucking bitch. Fucking pieces of fucking shit. Getting fucking violent all the goddamn time. Fucking stupid. And then I'll rant and ramble about how fucking stupid it is. People fucking assault me over shit that they heard on fucking TV. Like, thank you very much, motherfuckers. Thank you for never making any fucking effort to look at goddamn evidence. Thank you for never trying to understand. with this everywhere I go. People do whatever the hell they want to me. Cops ain't gonna give a shit. I'm a fucking homeless person. They're not gonna take a fucking police report for me. They're gonna fucking play Ring Around the Rosie. If I go in person, they'll fucking trump up some bullshit or try to bully me in person. I've got it recorded from coast to coast. Being a homeless male ain't no joke. We are automatically go to when you have a bad day. You blame us for everything that's wrong in the world. You want to pretend that we're all thieves. We're all rapists. Yeah. Nobody deals with actual evidence here. They deal with what? Bias. Shit, right after Natalie was killed, people started making all sorts of Sean Schwartz accounts and fucking with people. I'm like, man, don't nobody care about this? You guys are fucking stupid. I made a grand total of 2 accounts before Natalie Bollinger was killed. One of them to beg for help stopping the abuse, and one of them for help destroying my Facebook so that people wouldn't go after Natalie and Alicia and Maddie when I killed myself. But y'all don't want to hear that. You just like bullying people. Like them youngins last night and many nights before. It's every night. And your solution is that I just move. To where? Where's this fucking money gonna come from? Where's all this magic money gonna come from? Am I gonna get treated like a person in the next place I go? No, I'm gonna get fucking abused for profit by every fucking place there, just like they do here. Unless you have a friend or family member, and nobody makes that fucking connection. On the bright side, I'm up to 22%. Of course, we could take a look at the stuff that's on my YouTube here. A lot of my videos, I do post links to other videos, and there's a lot of them I haven't been able to get back to. Having to do this in my car, trying to charge up just my phones. Trying to keep the gas in them. People offer to let me charge it in other places, and I go walk about and do whatever. Well, no, I can't. I have to be able to record it. Thank goodness for the lady who gave me these. I opened one of them last night and I lost it, so I opened up another one. And the businesses around here, you know, I go around and I find out what their policy is. All of them explain that their policy is not to call the police. Nearly all of them. When it's a homeless man who is robbed in your parking lot, your policy is not to call the police. When it's a sweet old lady who got her car fucking change in her console taken, you'll call the police right away. It's kind of fucked up. No, not just kinda. It's horrible. We got supposed men's rights advocates that are women, and I've been listening to a few of them trying to find one that's good. There ain't none. Holy shit. They're all in it to make a profit. When it comes to actually helping men out, no, they just talk. They just talk. All they do is talk. Get actively involved. Actively try to find out what the truth is. Look at both sides. Don't automatically take sides based on gender and bias. Here's the thing about people who are predatory. It doesn't matter what the victim does. That has already thought it through and is trying to actively haunt you. I don't mean like a literal ghost. Because I know a lot of y'all, if I use terminology like that, you start pretending like I'm envisioning specters, and that just ain't the case. We've gotten to record enough people being violent towards me on my channel, enough people yelling this fucking slander as their excuse. You see, there's no fucking evidence of any of the shit that they're wanting to scream at me, but they're using those excuses anyway, aren't they? It's magically okay, isn't it? Matter of fact, not only is there no evidence to say I did any of those horrible things they want to accuse me of, there's a shit ton of evidence to the contrary. All my predators take advantage of me, like the Bollinger family. Here's the thing, they didn't have to do anything at all after the cops helped him to railroad me in court by preventing me illegally from going. Then, of course, they wouldn't ever at any point listen to me about the places that I had to go through and be harmed physically by police, where I had to go to try to turn in the police, and where I was treated in those places, how I was treated in those places, that I had other court dates to go to, and none of them would listen. None of them would help me to contact those places. When I was supposed to be allowed a phone call so that I could call those places, I wasn't allowed my phone call. It took them over 2 weeks to allow it. Being abused the whole time. Here's the thing about police officers when they commit crimes against you as a homeless person. They just arrest you or take you to the hospital and call you mentally ill. And nobody cares. Your public pretenders don't help you. Nobody does. Unless you have a friend or family member who cares, which obviously I don't. I'm not really a big fan of violent people. I've had a lot of people tell me Chris Stafford is a nice guy. I've also had a lot of people tell me he's got a temper. I don't know what the hell makes people think I'm just going to take their violence and their abuse. And I don't know what makes any of my supposed friends think that I should have to. When you don't come forward with the victim, it makes it horrible for the victim. And when it's in a town like this and the cops already committed a lot of felonies, it's a lot harder When you help them right away, it makes it a lot different. They're treated different. Now, when I have to go to the cops, they have something to hide. And making me go to them is a conflict of interest. Any of them. And then I'm told just to move elsewhere. I can't take care of myself. Do you not get that? I cannot defend myself against these horrible, wretched people. I got enough for a fucking banana. I'll go get a goddamn banana. At least I was able to get my vehicle going thanks to some young Safeway. I go through this everywhere I go. Like, I literally cannot get away from this bullshit. We're at 25% battery, so we're doing good, huh? My phone and my YouTube channel are my only protection. I don't have one without the other. When I'm up in the mountains, if there's something fucked up going on, I can't even record it. If I do, it'll just be recorded on my phone. Except I can't do that because everything's full. And you all have these great and wonderful ideas of things that I can do or should do. Are you helping me to do those things? Are you finding out if I'm able to do those things? There were a lot of people who invited me into abusive environments. And then they wanted to yell because I spoke up about it being an abusive environment. Part of that was people not being honest about the situation. Me having to deal with a bunch of web sleuths, fake accounts, over and over and over again. You know, I had to deal with that for a whole year before Natalie was killed, too. Bunch of jackasses fucking threatening and harassing me. Matty Bo's fucking customers, for starters. There's a lot of people who claim to be my friend. People like Danny Francis. Of course, when she wanted to kick me in the teeth, what did I do? I made very, very loud noises. How do you like it? How do you like it? You don't. How do you expect me to just like it and enjoy it? What was your first response? To go to the police? Yeah, mine too. But what happens when I go to the police? How do I get treated? You tell me to call 911. How does that go? Well, it doesn't really go well when you're telling them, hey, if you're trying to send me to the police department, there's already a problem there with the police. And they're not likely to help me with that problem. They're likely to talk over me, which they have repeatedly. Told me that they don't do written reports. I just tell them, and they decide. Then later on, they'll give me a pad and a piece of paper and say, oh, well, that'll do. I've done that one before in multiple states. Write it down on their pad and paper and turn it in. Or at least attempt to. And then I'm told, oh, well, it's not on our official parchment, so we didn't file it. It's just a note, basically. Like, come on, guys. Some people have written handwritten letters to go in with me because they were too lazy to go in with me. And see, all these folks who were too lazy to go in with me or to make the calls with me had plenty of time in person to do that. I know because I was with them in person. They had plenty of time on the phone to do that. I know because I spoke with a lot of them on the phone for hours and hours and hours that are recorded on my YouTube channel and prior. I don't belong here. Hell, I don't belong anywhere. I live in America. Americans are too hateful. They're divided and hateful towards each other. It's everyone's fault but yours. No, it is definitely your fault. And it's their fault too. The Constitution starts off with we the people. Not we the men, not we the women, not we the blacks, not we the whites. Not we the old, not we the young. But we the people. Not we the straights and we the gays, but we the people. Not we the Quakers. Not we the Amish. Not we the Protestant. Not we the Christians. Not we the Muslims. No. None of that. Not we the Jews. It's we the people. When people are harming me because I was never allowed to show evidence, I have to beg people to understand what this is really like. I've had women tell me what it's like for them being stalked. And I'm like, oh my God, you have no idea what being stalked is. You've got no clue what being stalked is. And the ones that do, yeah, I do feel bad for them. One thing I've got to be honest about, though, is that there's a lot of them who are stalkers. Straight up creepy ass stalkers. I told y'all how it goes. I recorded how it goes. I told you it's the same everywhere. I recorded it in a lot of different fucking places. People are fucking nuts. No doubt about it. Any excuse they can make is good enough when it comes to hatred and discontent. I gotta be worried about whoever it was because I didn't see who the son of a bitch was. Now I understand this is a KKK town. Now first of all, I'd like to know what happened to Christian. He was taken to the asylum and fucking Christ. Was he taken to the asylum in Salem? Or did he die? Which rumor is the right one? Which one really happened? Is either one of them true? This morning I saw a guy who I try to avoid because of the situation with Chris Stafford and Amanda and that gun, or guns, I should say. And the situation with Gary, very much verifying that situation with the guns. And him running around saying she's got chlamydia, that's pretty fucked up. It's also gaslighting. Women do the same thing, I'm aware. This is a specific type. know why I say dumb whore, stupid bitch, idiot, and cunt? These all have very specific connotations to them, and I'm not sure if you noticed, I do not use them as a derogatory term for a female. I use it for derogatory actions of a coward. It's kind of how it's used in prison.
You're welcome.